Tonight I'm going to show you how I built my natural edge fireplace mantle. I selected this slab for my mantle mainly because of the amazing natural edge along the front of this piece. The guy I bought this piece from didn't know what kind of wood it was, but my best guess is silver maple. The hardest part of working with large slabs is trying to flatten the top and bottom surfaces. Since the look I was going for was more natural, having the top perfectly flat wasn't crucial. The front edge of the mantle was pretty flaky once it dried out, so I used a Dremel sanding drum to take off the top layer of wood while trying to maintain the natural curves. After a lot of Dremel sanding, I then sanded all those bumps and curves by hand to remove any Dremel sanding marks. Like I said before, I think this is silver maple, but it had a very fragrant smell when I was working with it, which maple doesn't usually have. If you have any idea what it might be, let me know in the comments below. In order to mount the slab onto the stone fireplace, the bottom had to be pretty flat, but I wasn't as concerned with the top. I haven't had the chance to build a good router jig for flattening slabs, so I used a power planer, belt sander, orbital sander, and a hand plane. I did the same thing to flatten out the top of the mantle. The fireplace that we eventually chose to install in this location was much deeper than I had originally thought, so my slab needed to be 8 inches wider. To address this, I took the end of the slab that I just cut off, flipped it around, and glued it on the opposite side. This made the visible edge of the mantle look much more convincing. To fill in the rest of the area behind that, I just needed something that would look similar, but not necessarily be an exact match. The simplest route was to use plywood and stain it to match. These boards were all cut to match the exact size and thickness of the slab. They were then screwed to the main slab. Because this mantle is above average eye height, the top of it will also not likely be seen and will probably be covered with decor. The antique walnut stain was then applied on all visible surfaces with an oil and urethane top coat. Finally, the mantle was permanently installed using a construction adhesive. Well, now my wife can finish decorating it. Thanks for watching.